Welcome back to round 4 at WildCardCyclone. Today we have Marcos on the left playing Winged Rhinos, and we have Declan on the right playing Fishborg Hero Frogs.
What's up, guys? So this is the finals of our locals. We're both 3-0. Marcos sets 2, and I set a monster. And oh, we got Marcos here also, by the way.
Yeah, I was gonna come in, but don't worry about that. But yeah, we both kind of passed, but back and forth. I didn't actually know what you were playing. I knew you were playing a frog variant, but I just didn't know. But when I saw you tribute the dupe frog with substitute, I knew it was like a pot of avarice or a salvage or something that was gonna recycle these cards was coming back.
Yeah, I'm playing the double dupes. I mean, sorry, triple dupe. So I love that because then you can like feel free to sack off a dupe, even if you don't have an avarice, you know. But in this case, I of course do have it. So I'm gonna just put them all back. Yeah, I'm playing like a spicy kind of combo frog deck that's just trying to like do huge power plays. And here you're gonna see me bounce the swap frog and then get Fishborg via 1-for-1. And then I'm gonna go substitute effect, get out swap frog.
Here I was just fixing his Fishborg. I was like, dude, it's falling out the sleeve. They're all your cards are falling out the sleeves.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Big heavy there.
Here, because I'm playing, I've never tested this deck before, but I see a line. I heavy there, and you chain jar, so it's a even exchange. But I see a line to just fully go for game, and while I know that if you ran this through a solver, it might tell you, don't do that. don't just like fully commit to this. But I smelled blood in the water because I had triple salvage in hand. So I'm just thinking, okay, like I can just keep going. I run double Death Frog in this deck. So that's already going to be, that's almost 4,000, just the two of them. And so...
Yeah. I saw the writing on the wall. I was like, he's clearly going for game here, and you have so many different lines to go for game. Some in the comments can probably be like, you could have done this and had game and this or whatever, right? But either way, like mathematically, I think you're actually in the right here because I have 3 outs to you going for game, and at this point, I've only used one jar, so I have like 6 cards in my hand, and there's 36 or 32 cards left in the deck or whatever, right? So you have a pretty mathematically good chance to not hit any of those outs, which is like Gores, Tragodia, and I don't think you knew I was running Battle Fader.
Yeah, I didn't know you were on Fader, and I we're in the finals. We're teammate on teammate action. I'm trying to just OTK you in a really hype fashion, and it's also just kind of an exercise to myself to say, like, can I put out 8,000 without access to Can I put out 8,000 without access to another Avarice and without like a Miracle Fusion? So, you see me here. I go for it. I have 2 double Death Frog, Magical Android, and double Swap Frog, but that's literally every card. They're all on the board, and Marcos drops the track.
And it's a big track too. I'm like, oh man, like this track you're not getting past this track, dude. Like,
yeah. So honestly, right here, I'm feeling a little cooked. Like I just have to figure out like a contingency plan. I can't even get in for any more than 1 attack because the track's too big. So I bounce the Swap Frog and then pitch it to special the Fishborg again and then make a level 8 because I'm just thinking I need to make like Colossal or something that can maybe survive because the track's just going to run over everything. But Marcos has a full hand, so
yeah,
I'm feeling pretty cooked here.
And then I was like, I could just punch in for damage here, so I just decided to run over the Android, which is... Oh, and then we forgot to get 600, but you're going to lose 1,200 here, so then you just lose 600, so it works out. But yeah, and I had so many lines here, but I was like, I think the most conservative line, because it's not like fully over. I didn't know if you're running Monarchs, and Monarchs could still do things, because you have Treeborn in the grave. So I just, but like, so I just summon Rhynos and I just pass.
Let's see what I top deck. Can I do anything special here? I do have Treeborn access, but I think I just attack.
Yeah, and I get the full Rhynos combo with the and you just scoop once you see that the writing's on the wall. Yeah, so now we're on to game 2. I respect the push, but I was just like, the whole time I was like, oh man, I had Gores and Trag in hand. I was like, this is gonna be rough no matter what he does. Yeah.
Looks like we're getting another slow opening. Yeah.
Seeing you pass was weird though. Like, oh, then when you settled yourself, I was so scared. I was like, what? And I was like, oh, card destruction. And I lost. Okay, so here's important. I lost 2 accumulated fortunes and I lost 2 fires of doomsday. And that's gonna matter to why I make some plays later. But yeah, like losing my main tribute fodder kind of early on is bad. It's like, and Gores too. So I had like 3 of my main tribute fodders, but I still had 1 extra one. So I was hella bricked. So that card destruction actually helped me out a lot there. And yeah, I was able to get this Caius off.
I went for it because I opened double Mally and Frog, which can happen when you're running those cards in your deck.
Is there any way for you to actually like make Mally not be bricked? You don't have like a plague or anything in this deck?
The way that you do it is you dump them both and then you avarice back only 1. That's like the only real way that you can do it. And I've done it before, but
that makes sense. It makes sense. It's just like rough, like a rough way to like to work around it.
So I'm just gonna summon the Mother Grizzly here, and then I'm gonna activate Miracle. And I do this because I only have 1 water, but I have 2 heroes, so I just go for this because at least I'll get to summon it if he has Crow, which he does. But you still do it, so then I have to banish my Mother Grizzly.
Yeah, I just thought the Mother Grizzly would give you more options because there's a good like I don't think I have a real strong way to like stop both of these cards, but because I have like 1 D prison, so. Yeah, I think that was the better choice in my opinion, and it also makes you have no heroes left in your grave. And here I'm just like desperation drawing, and yep, I drew the Kaiku. Now you have no heroes in grave.
Yeah, that Kaiku hurts.
Yeah, the sided Kaiku is very good in this deck. Here I'm like, I kind of don't want to have to do this, but like I said, I have no fires of doomsday, so this Caius is not gonna get like any more value, and so I just full on swing and summon it, and it worked out. It was a dandy, so I'm hitting the right things, I'm making the right choices. Here you special swap, and I'm like, oh, he probably has another miracle or something if he's pitching this ocean.
Yeah, you know that Caius play was really good because I have sub in hand, and I was just praying to be able to go for it, but. Yeah. Here I just make a desperation play because I'm trying to resolve my miracle, but he has the second Crow. But I have the Substitute as follow-up, but I don't think it's going to be like huge because I can't get over this big Caius.
Yeah, so I think you're just going to do the full like dupe combo. I forget if you do like a just 1 dupe or... yeah, you do the full dupe. Which makes sense. Dupe is still... as strong as like I think I have a lot of outs to it, it's still dupe lock. It can be enough to get you back.
Yeah, I'm just hoping a top deck, I think like an Avarice or something along those lines. The second Crow really hurt there. I was kind of like hoping that Miracle would rock. But here I have Unifrog.
Oh, so yeah, he attacks, I activate Jar. He's able to destroy the back row here. So now I'm just like F it. You got Unifrog. I got 4. I just set everything in my hand. I need to make this Unifrog go away.
And I have Heavy here, and I was thinking about using it, but I figured you had Needle Sealing. So I just attack, and then I think here for a while, and I think here's where I make probably the biggest misplay of the game. Because if I wasn't going to play around Needle Sealing, I should have just heavied anyways, but... here you're gonna be able to chain these cards to me, my trap stun and still resolve it.
Yeah, so I'm just, but at this point I have no monsters left, so we're in this like really weird back and forth, where like now I'm just like I need to top deck a monster, but like I don't know what his deck is running really, but he still has a chance to come back here. He has a lot of really strong top decks here, like Pot of Avarice would be good, Salvage would be huge. But now we're just waiting to see what happens here. But thankfully, I'm able to make those dupes miss timing, so he doesn't have any real cards in his hand. He does heavy, and I do lose both cards. One of them being a skill successor. I didn't show it, but yeah. Summons the Stratos. Stratos is enough. You don't get a search, though, because you're out of hero targets, right?
Yeah, I'm out. I'm like... I was feeling down bad, even though I can win. I have a good place to win this game, but I do draw salvage, which is really good. I summon the Unifrog. In retrospect, I think this might be a misplay too, because even if you didn't deep prison, you could have Rhinosed me for game.
Yeah,
So,
I didn't realize it either. Yeah, that was definitely not
I
the
probably
best
should have just
play.
set the dupe frog there, because now also you have brain control, Caius, and you're able to hit me for game. So
Oof,
good
yeah.
playing on you. That was a
Yeah,
good game.
that one was a little more back and forth, but yeah, then you told me afterwards, I was like, "Where's the Caius at?" He's like, "I'm not running Caius." I was so blown back by that because I had sided like kind of thinking about like you're running a more like a hero, I saw hero frogs and with the Fishborg, so I thought maybe that was the only spicy tech, but now it's a full on like synchro deck. It's cool. I really liked seeing it.
Yeah, but congrats to Marcos taking down WildCardCyclone. And if you haven't seen his deck profile, check it out.